Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. For those of you who have been here from the very beginning, thank you so much. And for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you, thank you, thank you. I welcome you with open arms. I thought I would do a reading for you guys today and see what we could tap into. I sometimes end with these, but I thought I would start with them. So these cards, I'm creating new cards that will actually match the song. So these are songs from different genres, different times, different artists, from rock to classical to soul, R&B, etc. And there may be a message in here for you, okay? So you would need to pay attention to the lyrics. You would need to pay attention to the year. And, sometimes even the artist itself, maybe you liked the artist. Maybe it kind of gives you a hint into what's going on now or something that happened in the past, okay? So let's see what pops up for you. Okay, Believe, Lenny Kravitz, okay? So that is something that probably there is something going on that you have to sort of believe a little bit more either on yourself or maybe your dreams, maybe your significant other, okay? I'd Rather Go Blind by Etta James. So in this song, she basically talks about her counterpart, her man who has cheated on her, and she sees him with someone else. So for some of you, maybe you're having a hard time believing that maybe your significant other, you may have spotted them cheating, either through a picture, Instagram. There is some sort of news I'm hearing, some sort of news that is going to, I'm hearing breaking news, something that you may find out about your significant other, okay? One more, please. Cold as ice. So you may see this person as a very cold individual, okay? Maybe this person has been giving you the cold shoulder as of late, and it may be because they're stepping out, outside the relationship, all right? So let's see what other messages Spirit has for you regarding this person. So for some of you, this may have been a relationship that may have been on and off. So there is a storm warning. So basically, this is something that either will happen in a very short time or has happened already. Okay, so you may hear news very shortly regarding this person. You may have had, this person may have been giving you the cold shoulder, okay, or even ghosted you at some point. And, you're having a hard time believing that this is the same person that you have been dealing with or had feelings for. As far as the I'd Rather Go Blind, this is something that you were not expecting to see, okay? Yeah, this is a relationship or commitment that you had with this person. So you had a full-blown relationship with this person. And, maybe for whatever reason, this person is definitely stepping out or is tempted or is being tempted to step out into another relationship. This is going, you may even find text messages. This person may be even getting text messages from another individual. And this is making actually both of you anxious. So right now, you know, you're seeing the changes of your significant other, and it's making you anxious. And because this person is trying to kind of keep the lies together, they're having a hard time telling the truth. But you know, it is something that you will find out soon enough. You will find out the truth. This person may have some sort of addiction, okay? Whether, you know, and addictions could be, I have covered it in past readings. You know, addictions could be so many different things for so many different people. It doesn't necessarily have to be substance. It could be overspending. It could be, you know, gambling. It could be smoking. It could be, you know, watching too much TV. So it could be an array of different things that can fall into addiction. And right now, there's going to be some sort of divine intervention regarding this union. So, you know, what is divine intervention? It's basically the higher source, you know, God, whoever you, you know, aspire to believe in, is going to, you know, step in and basically try to, you know, fix things, you know, make sure that everybody either A, learns their lesson, or, you know, gets through this, the, you know, as unscathed as possible. So for, yeah, another message. So for a lot of you, you will see some text messages, okay? There will be someone that may even reach out to you, all right? So the news that you may hear, it may not even be from your person. It may be from someone else having, you know, a picture of your significant other, having a text message that they saved, and now they want to, like, you know, show it to you. Okay, but this is going to kind of rock the relationship, and it's going to make you feel anxious, and this is going to be the beginning. You know, I'm hearing the beginning of the end, or it's going to take you a while to sort of like work through this. You know, at one time there was a lot of unconditional love. There was a lot of give and take between the two of you, but I'm getting that this other person may have been a little bit felt inferior in some way, a lot of insecurities. This person had a mask on, okay? And not because they didn't love you, but because they had, you know, a lot of things to hide. And there's a snake in the grass. So he may be dealing with a third party that's very sneaky, very conniving, okay? Yeah, definitely temptation, you know, is coming to the forefront, okay? Let's see what other messages pop up. What other messages do you have for the collective at this time, please? Regarding this situation, what other messages do you have for the collective regarding this situation, please? What other messages do you have for the collective? Okay. So, at this time, you may feel like your roads are blocked, like you can't move forward, like, you know, there's a standstill for whatever reason. You're working, you know, you're trying to make things, you know, better for yourself, but for whatever reason, you know, you feel like every possibility that you had at one time has been blocked, that there are obstacles in your way, okay? So, but you got to remember that there's a process to everything, okay? That maybe what is blocking you is actually not a block per se. Maybe it is a way of divine trying to protect you from certain things. and the steamroller. So right now, the steamroller is saying that this is a powerful symbol that marks readiness to embark on a new path. You need to close old chapters and negative shifts that are basically, you know, blocking your life stages. So you need to embrace this journey and just prepare to move forward when the time comes. Okay? So maybe this is happening to kind of get you to the stage of your life that you really need to be on. Grandma's prayer. So your grandmother or an ancestor is definitely praying for you and trying to guide you and take care of you, okay? And this is going to bring a lot of transformation. You know, a lot of changes will happen. And, you know, changes are, they can be scary. They can be, you know, difficult. They can be uncomfortable. But, you know, it seems like this transformation is also going to bring in a lot of good changes for you. You know, maybe these are some of the things that you needed, you know, a brand new life, a new set of life skills, maybe better friends, maybe even a better accommodations. I'm hearing for some of you, you've been struggling just to pay the bills, or you know, where you're living is not exactly the best place for you. This right here is just the beginning of a lot of wonderful things that are going to come. And this right here, this card is basically, you know, divine has a lot of great things in store for you, to the point where you're going to be sitting on a throne, okay? You know, there's going to be a feast. So a lot of people who messed with you, who lied to you, who took advantage of you, they're going to be receiving that karma. You know, this year is the year of karma. And I keep telling people, you know, whatever you've done in the past, nobody is free from karma. I have karma. You have karma. Your ex has karma. The people you work with have karma. So everyone, you know, is on a different playing field with karma. And, you know, usually karma is there to kind of give you this lesson. Some of the lessons are, you know, some lessons are good. Some lessons are easy. You know, some lessons you kind of like dust yourself off and you move along. Some lessons are hard. Some lessons, you know, kind of drag you through hell and back, and, you know, you're like, well, why this, you know, why is this happening to me? Until you kind of learn the lesson that you need to learn. Right now, what the divine is trying to tell you is that they are preparing you so that way you're able to see what your enemies have done. And, you know, so basically they're preparing a table before me in the presence of my enemies, that thou anoint mine head with oil, my cup floweth over. So you are going to be in a great spot, okay? For some of you, you're wondering, you know, why is this happening? You know, I'm going to be struggling for the rest of my life. No, you're not. This is, I think right now, an anxiety over money and anxiety over, you know, life events can be very hard. But I think that the divine and your spirit team and your ancestors are definitely, you know, covering you and sheltering you and trying to take care of you in the best way possible. And again, you know, these are lessons, and once you learn that lesson, to fortify yourself, to give into yourself, to pour into yourself, a lot of this negativity and toxic patterns will move aside, and you're going to be where you need to be, and all the good things will come to you. Actually, you know what? Let me take these first. What messages do you have for the collective at this time regarding this situation, please? What messages do you have for the collective? Not enough, okay? So there may be some self-sabotage, a lot of frustrations, a lot of anger regarding this situation. And this person is dealing with definitely a toxic person. There may be some introspection regarding this situation, okay? Maybe mirroring one another. And, you know, you may be heartbroken, and dealing with a heartbreak is very difficult and it's very painful, all right? And if it's something that you are dealing with that leads to a heartbreak, you know, I'm sending you a lot of love, a lot of affection, a lot of good vibes, because it's not easy. And as we all know, going through a heartache can be extremely, extremely draining and extremely difficult, to the point where, you know, you may not want to get out of bed. You may not want to deal with, you know, people. You may not want to even face the situation that's happening right at this moment. But don't get stuck, okay? Don't get stuck in that aspect of your transformation, because that is part of your transformation. Because once you go through it, as painful as it may be, you're going to be better for it. And I know that sounds really strange, but you're going to be better for it. Yep, you're going to be transforming. You're going to be transforming. So this is all, you know, as much as it is happening to you, it is also happening for you. So that way you're able to transform into this powerful being that, you know, the ancestors and spirit guides, you know, believe you can be. And again, sabotage came out twice. So this person, this person may sabotage relationships. Okay, not everybody is equipped to be in a loving relationship. Some people just don't know how to even be in a relationship. If a person doesn't love themselves enough, how are they going to love someone else? How are they going to offer you unconditional love or understanding if they lack that in themselves? What messages do you have for the collective at this time, please? What messages do you have for the collective at this time, please? Love begins, okay? So probably once this is all over and done with, there's going to be a chance for you to love again, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you have to accept that. I'm not saying that that's what you may want at this time or even down the road, but it will appear to you if you want it, okay? You have a destiny, and that destiny will take you through many, many avenues, many opportunities in order to, I'm seeing, give of yourself and your experiences and show people what can happen when you grow, okay? So for a lot of you, you're going to be gaining wisdom, okay, from a lot of your experiences, to the point where some of you may even write a book, okay? This may lead you to better stability, where you may be able to buy a home, okay? You're going to be, for a lot of you, you're going to be a pillar of your community. This will propel you into acts of service. For some of you, even teaching, okay? This will be a very fertile time in your life once the toxic layer is removed, okay? And fertility doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, you will have a child, although for some of you that may be the case. But fertility in growing a business, fertility in growing your finances, fertility in growing as a person and as an individual. And you will be moving on to a better and more enlightened version of yourself, okay? This will, what I'm getting is, you know, this is, you've been working on your shadow self, which is wonderful. You know, a lot of us need to take the time to work on the stuff that, you know, it's not so good for us. And, you know, we need to question why. Why is it that we do the things we do? Why is it that sometimes we repeat patterns and we know they're not good for us? You know, we know that they are sometimes toxic. Where is that coming from? Is it coming from a place of, you know, of anger and hurt within ourselves that we kind of need to shed and examine? You know, sometimes, you know, there are certain things that we do that we don't even understand. You know, why is it that, you know, you keep picking the same person? Why is it that, you know, you keep seeing the same people, the same person, but in different people? It happens more often than not, and it happens to a lot of us. And what we need to do is examine that, you know, that right there. You know, why does it keep happening? Does it keep happening because, you know, of the childhood, you know, my childhood? Does it keep happening because, you know, your self-worth? Does it keep happening because of the places and people that you are around with? You know, so there are certain things there that I think Spirit wants you to kind of like investigate and, you know, go deep and try to figure out. Because once you figure that out, again, you're going to be gaining a lot of wisdom with figuring stuff out, to the point where then you can move on, okay? Then you can move on, and many doors will open to the point where you're going to be able to, you know, see different versions of yourself and see different avenues that are going to appear in your life, okay? And even though we have obstacles that we need to face, and, you know, you have a lot of spiritual strength and a lot of people that are rooting for you. And you're going to be gaining a lot of things from this, okay? You're going to be gaining a lot of things, not just, you know, material blessings, but spiritual blessings that are going to be good for you. And they're going to move you forward in a way that perhaps you never even thought that your life could move in that direction. All right? So I hope this message resonated with you. Please hit share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.